Hello everyone, my name is Raman. Today, this is a position from Anand Vishwanathan versus Timman. This was played in the year 1991. Um, let's continue looking at from here. So, looking at the pawn structure, I think this is a position that arises from the opening French defense advanced variation, and okay, so it's black to move. So what do you think is the best? So okay, let me tell you one thing. So if black tries to castle shot and tries to do something, then white has a very good king side attack, like playing even he can play g4 and g5 and try to open up because these bishops are really good. And the knight can suddenly jump to knight to h5 and bishop takes h6, and something these kind of sacrifices are always in the air. So I think castling shot is a very risky one. But if you don't castle, then how are you gonna connect your rooks and develop the game, and continue the game. So here, John Timman found a very interesting move, king d8. I think this is a very instructive idea. So instead of bringing his king to the king side, he's trying to bring his king to the queen side and trying to connect his rooks. So I think this is a very interesting idea and also instructive idea. So queen e2. So Anand realized that, and then I think queen e2 played. He played queen e2 because maybe some ideas or maybe may not be. So bishop a3, rook c2, knight b4, rook takes e8, king takes e8. So instead of bringing king to c7 and then trying to go somewhere around king b7 or king b8, he found a very good way to. He first exchanged one pair of rooks, and yeah, let's see. Bishop c1. Okay, here what happens if he plays knight h5? Let's look at that. The other alternative: knight h5, knight takes d3, queen takes d3, bishop f8, rook c1 check, king b7, and white has a slight edge. But I mean b4 are coming and g6 are coming. B4 is coming, and b4 and g6 are coming, and I think white's pieces will be pushed back, so that's not a big deal. That's not a big advantage, to say. So after king takes e8, bishop c1, bishop c1. After bishop takes c1, rook takes c1, king b8, knight h5. So again, going on to the king side, going to d8 is completely foolish because we need to bring our rook. So king b8, knight h5, attacking the g7 pawn. So now there is no bishop to retreat and to protect this pawn. So instead of defending it, defending it with g6 and having many weakness. So Timman tried to counter attack. So queen d2 was played by queen d2 pinning. So we cannot capture the pawn on a2 with the queen because the knight will be hanging. We cannot capture with the pawn on a2 with the knight because the queen will be hanging. So that's one thing to note. So here also knight takes e2, queen takes e2, and exchanging queens is completely okay for black, because black can next play rook c8 and challenging rook on c5, and I think this is completely okay for black. So queen d2, queen a3. Now he's ready to bishop b1. Now he's ready to so after queen a3, bishop b1, rook g8, bishop b3 with the idea of protecting the b2 pawn, rook g8 with the idea of protecting g7 pawn, bishop b1, rook g8, king h2, bishop b7. So in this position, I think instead of the move bishop b7, I think bishop c8 was better. Was a safer option, I should say, because after queen c3, king a8, and I think it's an completely playable position, but this is a little bit safer for black. So yeah, so after king h2, bishop b7, so rook d1. Let's look at other alternatives, other alternative moves. Queen f4. If queen f4, bishop c8, rook takes c8, rook takes c8, and queen takes f7. Yeah, and white is better here. White is better. So white has a big advantage at least. Uh, like I mean, the both the e6 and the g7 pawns are falling, and I think white has a big advantage here. So after bishop b7, rook d1, knight c6, bishop h7, rook h8, bishop d3, g6, yeah, g6, knight f6, knight takes e takes, queen d6 check, and king g1, a6, queen e3, queen d8, knight d5. Yeah. And if pawn takes, then we have a fork. So queen takes e5 check, queen g7. Yeah, so let's look at this position again. White has a pass pawn, protected pass pawn, and black has a protected pass pawn, and white has an open. White is currently controlling the open file, but that's not a big deal because black can anytime challenge it if wanted. So g5. So right now right now white cannot enter into black's camp. So it can come to c5, but it's completely useless. So all the important squares are controlled. So if black is trying on the other side to gain some entry to the other part of the board or something like that. So that's the reason Anand closed the position with h5, rook d8, f3, d4 with the idea of rook to d5 and then attacking the pawns, and black. So Anand try to control the d5 square. If rook take rook d5, rook takes d5, rook takes d5, rook d5, rook takes d5, rook takes d5, bishop takes rook takes d5, bishop takes d5. Yeah, and so bishop d5 was played instead of rook d5. King f2, king b7, g4, king b6, rook c2, a5. Yeah, so why rook c2 in not rook c1 is because if at all this pawn moves, a2 is protected, so that's important thing to note. So a5, king g3, a4, b takes a4, bishop c4. So if bishop takes e4, this is completely unlikely to happen, but even to king to e2, that doesn't change because after first king c3 and then follow it up with rook d5 and then takes, and then we can kick the rook, and then the pawn is the pawn is very near to promoting to queen. So yeah, that's the reason I think after bishop c4, instead of bishop takes e4 and bishop takes e4, b takes e4 and rook takes e4, I think bishop e4 is a good move. So this maintains the equality, and after d3, rook d2, king c5, king f2, king d4, a5, b4, bishop b7, rook d7, no, a6, bishop d5, rook b2, king c3, and black and white resigned here. Black is winning. So what are the main reasons? Because black has all the time, black can any time, right now black is threatening. So once the rook moves, black can simply play king c2 and follow it up with follow it and push his pawn. And right now this pawn is going nowhere because this pawn is going nowhere. If in case of emergency, even black can simply afford to play rook d8 and then control this square. And right now bishop is all if pawn moves, bishop is also hanging. So yeah, this is completely gone, and hence Anand resigned in this position. This was played in the year 1991, I should say. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you like this. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.